first carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the 27, Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. On the move past the 40. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worried about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Herbert off of play action. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Herbert now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 75. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to fourth down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Completes it to Evan Ingram.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The kick by McManus is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, you know, what are we going to do? Put a man on him. The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 38, Herbert. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's got a man wide open, complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
14, run it. Alert. 36 power.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, Wilson. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
The kick by McManus is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
But I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. This time they stay on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
Partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tony Pollard from 13 yards out. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. McManus's point after is good. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Tackled on the play by Damari Mathis.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Chargers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Chargers 35, Broncos 20. Justin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw is Wilson.
This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. On the move past the 40.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now Wilson. Going for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 69 yards.
And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
42, Broncos 20. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 40. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
KJ A.J. Hamler, 40 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Wilson going to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Now Austin Eckler on the return.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They're going to pass here with Herbert.
And that one complete downfield to Allen.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Touchdown!
Austin Eckler
from a yard out.
And the Chargers tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he's going to let it fly. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chargers.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now here's a pass on 1st.